This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. It's Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. Let's talk about the news. From The Markup, the popular family safety app Life360 is selling precise location data on its tens of millions of users. Life360 is used by 33 million people globally, and though it's marketed as a tool for parents to keep track of their children using their smartphones, the company is also selling precise location data on users, kids, and their parents to essentially anyone with the money to pay for it. This company is just one entity in a larger industry which sells data collected by our devices to third parties, including military contractors, federal agencies, and in some cases, to individuals who want to track the movements of other individuals. Many of the entities in this industry claim it's all above board and that purchased data is only used for marketing purposes. But deep dives by journalists have unearthed evidence that there's no real enforcement or guardrails ensuring things remain above board. Life360 recently made headlines for buying a company called Tile, which makes tracking devices meant to help people find lost items. They've said they don't intend to sell data collected by Tile devices in this way. From Axios, U.S. announces diplomatic boycott of Beijing Winter Olympics. The Biden administration has announced the U.S. will not be sending government officials to the 2020 Winter Olympics in Beijing in protest of human rights abuses committed by the Chinese government against Muslim minority groups and their military menacing of Taiwan. This does not mean American athletes won't be able to attend the Winter Olympics in 2022. It just means the government won't send anyone official to represent the U.S., to which China has responded, basically, we didn't invite you anyway, but also said there would be a, quote, robust Chinese response, end quote, and that the U.S. government is politicizing what should be a global, conflict-free event. This is being seen as a diplomatic rebuff, not a real source of conflict, as China has been promoting this event as an opportunity to show the world how well they're doing, and they're irked that the U.S. government is trying to attach their human rights record to this grand event they plan to put on. And from the New York Times, on Syria's ruins, a drug empire flourishes. An illegal drug industry predicated on the production and distribution of a powerful and addictive amphetamine called Captagon is expanding throughout war-plagued Syria, funded and operated by associates and relatives of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. This is becoming a bit of an issue for the Middle East, as much of the supply of this, again, highly addictive drug is being distributed in the region, and many of the biggest players are directly connected to the president. According to an investigation by the New York Times, in fact, a great deal of the production and distribution is overseen by the 4th Armored Division of the Syrian Army. So while this drug trade is proving profitable for a country that doesn't have a lot else going on monetarily at the moment, it may also paint a target on the Syrian leadership's back, as Captagon shipments originating in the country have been seized throughout Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Kuwait, and even as far west as Greece and Italy, and as far east as Malaysia since 2016. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.